Southern California. Yes, I'm Barbecue Joe. I'm also known as Joe Svezia and the Primal Grill Chef. But I am an author, I'm an actor, and these are two of my books. They're characters I created based on the 11,000-year history of barbecue. And my family invents it in the caves of Sweden, and I bring this information back stateside after going to Sweden, and it's a great story. In the first book, The Barbecue Joe Chronicles, and the second book, we go back. You find them on Amazon.com, and it's either a Kindle read or you can read it as a physical book. I distribute my cedar grilling planks for making salmon and fish and anything else you want to put on them in 4 states. I make them. These are produced and sold in the 99-cent stores in California, Texas, Arizona, and Nevada. So tonight, what we're doing is something kind of special. It's a kind of a fun little deal that we're doing because I don't do this that often. But this is a recipe that is time tested, and we're putting it on a rack right now, and we're going to stick it in the oven. And it is a pork loin center cut. It is a really, really interesting marinade that I use. It's got some salt and pepper, some garlic. It's got a little bit of paprika, and mix that all together with some bourbon and maple syrup. And then I inject it with an injectable marinator. Looks like a hypodermic needle. And we inject it all over this thing. This is a 6-bone in, so this will feed 6 people effectively. We're going to go ahead and throw this bad boy in the oven and get it started. We have this in the oven for the first hour and a half to hour and 45 minutes just to get it going. And then we're going to put it on that hickory coals and hickory wood chunks on the grill and just rock and roll nice and slow. That's what it's called, low and slow, rock and roll, low and slow on the grill. And you know what I'm talking about there, guys. The girls like it low and slow. All right, so remember that. We're going to do a salad. So I've got a chopped salad that I've made. And it's real simple. You just chop it up, all the different ingredients, and make yourself a nice chopped salad, which I've already done, and it's in the fridge. I've also got some baked potatoes. So these are in foil, and these will go in the oven for about an hour and 20 minutes because they're massive. Each one of these weighs in at almost a pound. So they taste really good as long as you cook them correctly in enough time. So it's a beautiful Saturday. You got to think about what you're going to do for pairing that big piece of meat. This is a Firestone 2011 cab. This is out of San Ynez winery and vineyard, and just big, bold, and forward flavor tasting. I mean, it's just got a lot going on. You're gonna love it. It's gonna go nicely paired with this pig that I'm making, and that is the finished glaze. So this is the marinade. If you had smell-o-vision, you'd be going crazy right now. It's that good. So the bourbon goes in there. Now this has also got, like I said, this is what was injected, and when you inject it, it kind of comes out the other side, so that's what happens. But anyway, there's a little bit of bourbon in there, like 1.5 shots, a little bit of maple syrup, and then a bunch of little spices, and then that goes injectable. This is the finished glaze. This will be kind of glazed on in the last 20 minutes. We will be grill side here in just about an hour and a half. Okay, folks. Welcome to the grill side. We are at Area Grill. Put this bad boy on. Stay on here for about 2 hours. It was in the oven for 2 hours. It's going to stay on 2 hours more here. And we're going to let this thing slow smoke on hickory. Hickory chunks. About that concept. Kingsford hickory charcoal. This thing is just perfect. It's nice and low. It's probably around 220 degrees. I'm going to keep it there. We're going to grill this thing. We're going to take it off once we're done marinating off the grilling response. And then we're going to put this bad boy on a plate, let it sit for 5 or 10 minutes, let it get down to room temperature. And then we're going to cut this bad boy slice is big old bone steaks. We're going to eat this like primal animals. We're going to make sure that this thing is tender, moist, and flavorful before we do that. How about that concept? Anyway, welcome to the grill. That's the important thing. We're here. We're having fun. Got some people coming over. It's going to be a little fest. Just rock on the grill side. Alright, so there is the pork loin center cut on the grill. Grilling it responsibly. It was marinated often for a good 24 hours, and now it's being grilled responsibly. And that's what it's all about. Rock on. Look at that bad boy. Let's get it up. Let's look under the hood. Look at that bad boy smoking. Ooh. It's gonna be a beauty. She is a darling. Look at the legs on her. Look at those bone-in legs. Good stuff. Okay, folks, it's been a magical time. Delicious taste. Let's put up the grill. Look at that. A lot of smoke on this stuff. This bad boy. What we got? That is out of this world. Amazing. Rock on and marinate often. Grill responsibly. Chop, sizzle, grill, eat. Thanks for joining me. We'll talk to you next time.